you want to rewatch something. Good Day Mojo Rising, love that name. So now with these Artistic Vivations, I can use the 91% alcohol and get like alcohol ink look. And I absolutely love that. Totally thrilled with that. So now, since I've used the alcohol and stuff like that, but there is no Phthalo wood here, let me see what the result is on this. I'm just gonna make water. I don't have any curtains open, so no light should be coming in as far as UV light. I don't want any bubbles or anything. And I've already painted my little river, right? So I'm just going over all those little things I've painted. But I think what would be fun was to go ahead and just paint in layers now. I mean, you could go crazy with this stuff. Like, I'm just making my pond bigger, and I'm also sloping it. That's not good. Let me see if this works. Oh, that's cool. All right, so I'm gonna put some gesso, since we're just hanging around, waiting, on this mama's bead. This will end up just being like a vignette. So the yellow on the outside, that transparent part, you'll be able to still see through. Oh, I love painting with my brother's music in the background, I gotta tell you. So fun. Okay, now while your gesso is still wet, that is the favorite time for me to put in the unicorn spit colors. I love painting with wet gesso and unicorn spit. If you've never done it, give it a go. Oh, it did it! Ta-da! And it's not sticky. Oh, now it's gonna be fun. Okay, so it doesn't make any sense to you all because it's like the only piece that's shiny. But this is a work in progress, so. Oh, how cool is that pond? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, this changes everything. UV resin. You guys, that's so cool. Okay, let me get rid of this. Well, I'm excited. Oh my gosh, the possibilities are endless. It doesn't take much to fill me. All right. Sherry! Your UV lamp is done. Thanks, sis. Yes, Shannon brings it to life with that shine. Oh my gosh, can you imagine now? Imagine. Okay, here, you guys, you get a choice. Do you want to try to do the pond thing, or do you want to do this? I'm going to work for 15 minutes either way. So the bead or the pond, it doesn't matter to me. Pond, yay, okay. You win. I want to do the pond. All right, perfect. So let me get my water over here. Get rid of this. Well, now I'm sorry I didn't add more stuff at the bottom of this pond. An alcohol inks clear blender. Sorry. Anyway, I'm just going to put that right in my plate. It's my palette. And I'm going to put the white, the Celine, right into that. Just a little. And just take a regular brush and just mix that in. And it's nice and smooth. You don't get the curdly thingies when you go to paint with it. I'm just trying to get some more terrain. Oh my gosh, I've had so much fun. What I call that free range painting that I've just been working on. It started with just Pixie doing our granddaughter, one of our granddaughters, doing a drag of the squeegee on Unicorn Spit, and so she was like, yeah, it's all right. And I thought it was very pretty, very unique, very abstract, and so we decided, oh, it would be a collaboration, but I got carried away a lot. And then I couldn't stop myself. It was going in a direction I had to follow. But seriously, someone asked on Facebook, was that the collaboration with their granddaughter? And that's when I started feeling bad. I was like, yes. And I wouldn't have gone, you know, over the top of her like that if it would have been a thing that we actually were trying to do, but we weren't. It was just so. But I think she'd like it anyway. It's this one. She still has her ball. Pretty much there was a ball, and that is still there, and all of those colors are her. All right. So I think the gesso is going to be a good thing because we're going to want something to come up and around the edge of the pond. In my mind, that's true. Play with me. All right, so get your gesso, and I'm just going to come up underneath the edge of that pond with my gesso. And yes, I have Unicorn Spit and everything else on this. Alcohol, 91% alcohol's on it. It's just a dirty brush. And it's fine. And I'm just dipping it into blue, green, whatever was left over here, and gesso. Because I still haven't decided what my pond actually looks like yet. I just know there is one. So I just want some color, any colors. And then as I tap them in, shapes appear. You want to shake these. And then as you open them, you want to cover them because just in case, sometimes they do squirt out. You don't need very much. They're very concentrated, beautiful. And I'm going to add a little bit of alcohol with that just by putting the alcohol straight onto the wood and whatever blue is left on my thing. Okay, there's a ton of alcohol. Now I'm going to scoop that up and I'm just going to plop that on there. Now I'm going to come back down into my pond, building a little shadow coming into that area. Remember, we already put our white down, so there's already kind of a highlight around the rim, which is kind of cool. I just dipped it back into that Hephaestus. And remember, this is alcohol, 91% alcohol in this pen. That's all it is. Still pushing that up into the resin. Remember, we have the gesso on there. Okay, I have a dark line around this pond I don't like, so I'm going to fill that in with some gesso and more of the color of the browns and such. And I'll probably do that again a couple times. Not in a day, just as I continue to work on a project. I just love taking my time and enjoying the process, the journey, the discovery, all the things you can learn in just one simple painting is always so amazing to me. I'm adding some blue just for fun. Just the ideas, really. Ideas of trees or rocks or some Some sort of growth would be nice around a pond. It's not the right brush. You know, keep trying, it's not gonna work, but that's all right. We'll do it this way. Make them bigger. If it doesn't want to move very much, just go ahead back to your pen, your alcohol pen, and then you can go back to a brush and just really fire it in there. Build up some textures. All right. Well, we have darkened the pond and the surrounding areas. This is gonna be fun. You could put like flowers and little ferns and whatever. You could just go magical with this. Just absolutely magical. All right, so I'm gonna get some Famo wood because my resin's already dry. So that's perfect. And I'm gonna go ahead and make this a cliff looking thing with some Famo wood. This is just a wood filler. And I'm gonna tint it with this Artistic Vivation, just a little bit. Make a rock. It's holding that pond. I'm just taking my brush and pushing it around. I put some darker on my brush so that when I push it around it comes into different colors. Maybe it looks like a rock or something. It's really nice. You can totally change a direction of a painting just by the texture. Just kind of want it magical. This Famo wood will dry. It'll be fine. It doesn't crack. I wouldn't put a lot of moisture in it, but if you want to, you can always use that E6000 old width like that more. But you don't need very much of it in there. As a matter of fact, I really found that I didn't need the glue in it. It actually held up really nice for what I was needing it to do. All right, so what I've done is I just continued to work colors in around on that putty that I just put in. Which way can I hold it for you guys that, that you can see? You know, so it's really cool when it goes, those different colors go into that putty. You can make rocks and waterfalls and whatever. Just don't be afraid to continue to play with it, y'all. It's so fun. Anytime you get a chance to try something new, go for it. Especially if it's not pricey, you know? You can mix it into your regular art, whatever it is that you normally do, and just continue to build your repertoire. You know, and your passions, they gotta grow. See what happens. But that's kind of cool. Dragging the gesso across the water. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. Hold on. You're gonna dig this. I mean, it has to come from somewhere though, so now I've got to make water come from someplace. In my head it does. Come on. All right. I will definitely go back over this pond because now the water's like very cool. But it's going off this way. I'll have to do something with the front, but you see what I did? Do you see what I did there? Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. Wipe some of that back out. That's even better. Yep. Okay, gosh, guys. How fun. Ooh, that wind. It's a storming. Okay, I'm gonna quit there, but y'all, thanks so much for, gosh, hanging out and all the love. I appreciate you so much. I really do.